Planning Process Group. The Planning Process Group is all about information gathering and project planning, and as such, it's by far the group with the largest number of component processes, inputs, and outputs. As we saw in the Plan, Do, Check, Act cycle, planning processes are heavily intertwined with those in the Executing Process Group and Monitoring and Controlling Process Groups. As project information becomes known, is further refined, or changes, the impact across the project will have to be identified, resolved, and plans updated. Of course, the nature of the project will impact to what degree information can generally be known up front, how much information will be discovered as the project evolves, and what or how many changes are likely to occur within the project. Planning processes cover all areas of the project: scope, budget, schedule, risks, quality, communication, procurement, and human resources. All of the planning activities will ultimately lead to a comprehensive project management plan. The project management plan is not a static document. Just as the planning processes will reoccur throughout the project, the project management plan will be updated as new information becomes available or changes to the project are approved. Stakeholder and project team involvement in planning processes is necessary and should be encouraged, so the appropriate people should be included with an appropriate level of involvement based on their project involvement, influence, and interest. The Planning Process Group includes the following project management processes. 1. Develop project management plan. 2. Collect requirements. 3. Define scope. 4. Create WBS. 5. Define activities. 6. Sequence activities. 7. Estimate activity resources. 8. Estimate activity durations. 9. Develop schedule. 10. Estimate costs. 11. Determine budget. 12. Plan quality. 13. Develop human resource plan. 14. Plan communications. 15. Plan risk management. 16. Identify risks. 17. Perform qualitative risk analysis. 18. Perform quantitative risk analysis. 19. Plan risk responses. 20. Plan procurement. Develop project management plan. Develop project management plan is the process of documenting the actions necessary to define, prepare, integrate, and coordinate all subsidiary plans. The project management plan becomes the primary source of information for how the project will be planned, executed, monitored and controlled, and closed. Collect requirements. Collect requirements is the process of defining and documenting stakeholders' needs to meet the project objectives. Define scope. Define scope is the process of developing a detailed description of the project and product. Create WBS. Create work breakdown structure is the process of subdividing project deliverables and project work into smaller, more manageable components. Define activities. Define activities is the process of identifying the specific actions to be performed to produce the project deliverables. Sequence activities. Sequence activities is the process of identifying and documenting relationships among the project activities. Estimate activity resources. Estimate activity resources is the process of estimating the type and quantities of material, people, equipment, or supplies required to perform each activity. Estimate activity durations. Estimate activity durations is the process of approximating the number of work periods needed to complete individual activities with estimated resources. Develop schedule. Develop schedule is the process of analyzing activity sequences, durations, resource requirements, and schedule constraints to create the project schedule. Estimate costs. Estimate costs is the process of developing an approximation of the monetary resources needed to complete project activities. Determine budget. Determine budget is the process of aggregating the estimated costs of individual activities or work packages to establish an authorized cost baseline. Plan quality. Plan quality is the process of identifying quality requirements and/or standards for the project and product, and documenting how the project will demonstrate compliance. Develop human resource plan. Develop human resource plan is the process of identifying and documenting project roles, responsibilities, and required skills, reporting relationships, and creating a staffing management plan. Plan communications. Plan communications is the process of determining project stakeholder information needs and defining a communication approach. Plan risk management. Plan risk management is the process of defining how to conduct risk management activities for a project. Identify risks. Identify risks is the process of determining which risks may affect the project and documenting their characteristics. Perform qualitative risk analysis. Perform qualitative risk analysis is the process of prioritizing risks for further analysis or action by assessing and combining their probability of occurrence and impact. Perform quantitative risk analysis. Perform quantitative risk analysis is the process of numerically analyzing the effect of identified risks on overall project objectives. Plan risk responses. Plan risk responses is the process of developing options and actions to enhance opportunities and to reduce threats to project objectives. Plan procurements. Plan procurements is the process of documenting project purchasing decisions, specifying the approach, and identifying potential sellers.